All right, so we got our first tease for Avengers Doomsday. This is the Captain America teaser that leaked online, I think a week ago or a week and a half ago, and then it played in front of the Avatar movie, which, you know, I kind of made a video about. I'm not going to watch that movie, but they released it online, and so I can only assume that they will also do that with the rest of them. I know there's a Thor one that's out there, and then there's supposedly a third or even a fourth one coming. So, you know, I'll react to those as they get released online. And yeah, I gotta be honest. I've heard what this is, and I know it's not gonna be much. It's just a small teaser, so, you know, I'm not expecting much from this. Let's go ahead and watch it. Okay, little farmhouse area. It's the same one from the end of Endgame. Okay, and he's got a baby now. I'm assuming this is gonna be like the opening couple minutes of the movie. At least that's what the rumor is. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Okay. Which is something that was rumored for a long time, like over a year ago. That was a rumor going around. December 18th. Oh, it's got like a timer. Months, days, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's all we really get. You know, it's, you know, the definition of a tease, right? You know, a lot of people are taking note of this this Avengers A symbol. Obviously lots of green, Doctor Doom, you know, some runes on the sides surrounding it that you can highlight and see for yourself. You know, and it just kind of looks like a stained glass window kind of design, which is interesting. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just confirmation of a rumor that we've heard for a long time. Like, I mean, since last year around this time, we've heard like, oh yeah, Steve Rogers is coming back, and this person's coming back, and that person's coming. Like, you know, we have dozens upon dozens of rumors, you know, some of which have been, you know, refuted or debunked or whatever. A lot of which are still holding strong and supposedly true. You know, I guess we'll have to wait and find out. You know, and I've heard some criticism of Steve Rogers coming back, basically because, like, hey, they ended his story. It was a pretty nice conclusion, I think, you know, to what his story was, and then he passed on the mantle, you know, and it's always kind of felt like Anthony Mackie never really got a good shake at being Captain America, especially because, you know, his turn at the mantle was during a time when Marvel as a whole was, you know, on the down slope, right? Like, everything was just kind of getting worse and worse. And then by the time he actually got his own movie, there was clear, like, reshoots and bad green screen and bad CGI, and it was just a mess. You know, it was like, it was clear that they did not take the time and care during any of those movies as they should have, you know. And that's a whole conversation that could be its own video, but just, you know, Marvel's decline and hopefully return to what it used to be. But I don't know, I guess we gotta see, you know. And they're definitely, you know, they're obviously like just returning back to the nostalgia well, bringing back old characters and actors and faces that we recognize from back when Marvel was at its peak. You know, obviously we got Robert Downey Jr. and now Chris Evans coming back, and, you know, is that going to be enough to save anything? I don't know, but it's definitely going to put some butts in the seats. So, you know, I guess that's really what they want. I don't know, guys. I still am, like, I'm of two minds on the whole Doomsday thing, because on one hand, you know, I want to be excited. I want to feel how we used to feel back when an Avengers movie was coming out. Like, it used to be the big event. It was like what everyone was talking about. But you know, the fandom is still split. You know, like Marvel let a lot of people down over the last like 5+ years now. So I don't know. They're gonna have to really, really work hard to like get us excited for this movie. Like work the hype machine as much as you can, and try to make it seem legitimate. Like there's real work and there's real effort being put into this. It's not just like being churned out as like, here's some more nostalgia for you, here's some more cameos, here's some more, you know, who else can we bring back that we haven't brought back yet? I know we did, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine brought a bunch of people back. The last Spider-Man movie brought a bunch of people back. Who else do we got? Who else hasn't come back yet? Oh, those X-Men. You know, we had that trailer with all the chairs, and so a bunch of X-Men are coming back. I don't know. I hope it's good, obviously, right? Like I want this to be good and I want to be excited for it. They're gonna have to work though. Like that marketing machine better be on point for me to get actually excited, because I gotta tell you, there's a lot of people in my circles, right, in my, you know, social, like online and in real life, that have just given up on Marvel. They don't care about it anymore. They haven't cared about it in a long time. So you gotta win back the normies, right? You gotta win them all back. You know, I'm one of the only people I know that have stuck with Marvel this whole time. I've watched every show. You know what I mean? So all right, we'll see if you can do it. You know, you got an uphill battle here. You know, and I guess it's probably smart to bring back familiar faces, but yeah, I guess I really wish that Anthony Mackie had gotten a better movie. You know, I wish his movie was better. I wish the show was better. The Falcon and Winter Soldier. I wish that was a better show. I just wish a lot of things had been done differently. But we're here. This is what we got. Let's see what happens. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.